Dros y Ffin, Beyond the Marches is a joint project between Trac Music Traditions Wales and EFDAS, the English Folk Song and Dance Society. We got the idea about 2 years ago to bring 3 young musicians from Wales to work with 3 English musicians and introduce them to the archives in Cecil Shop House in London, in St Fagans, the National History Museum in Cardiff and the National Library of Wales in Aberystwyth, and to try and see if there were any links between traditional Welsh music and traditional English music. The idea then was for the musicians to put together a programme of music to be performed at the end of the project. Considering the musicians have only really had 3 days to research into this, it was slightly a big ask really. And we're on our last day here researching at the National Library of Wales. It's been quite a mad scramble really because it's so vast. The collections here are huge and really you need to spend years going through the stuff.
Great.
These are not connected to music in any way. No, but we can take stories and write things, can't we? Oh, infanticide, when you're looking at Mary Martin became the victim of sin. Victim of sin, it wasn't her fault, and shame, and was condemned to an ignominious, for the murder of her bastard child. Oh, this is. What was the name of the lady? Murder. Oh,
so this is on her gravestone that like the Lord, the man's penitence.
It's a book.
Tempted by sin.
Who would have?
Yes.
William.
Great.
I believe the gravestone is the. What does this say? Cyfnod it was
We've just ordered about 5 big boxes of stuff from the J. Lloyd Williams collections downstairs in the Welsh National Library. I'm not sure what to expect. I'm guessing it's going to be anything from little, bits of tunes scribbled down on a piece of paper up to big sort of leather-bound volumes. I'm sure that lots of the tunes that are going to come out will be things that I know already. I suspect lots of things that have been forgotten for a reason. But I'm hoping I think if I get one gem that I didn't know before, I'll be over the moon.
Ffordd mae hyn wedi gorfod o hen, yn yn oglan hen. Ond weithiau, ti'n gwybod pob bydda 20 dudalen neu beth ti'n dod ar draws rhywbeth sydd dal yn y repertoire. Rhywbeth ti'n, nes i chwarae hwnna os ydw eitha, a mae'r boi yma wedi cyfnodi fo. Nuts.
God grant the youth of this old land strength to carry on until the English Union Jack back to its home has gone. So I quite like the idea of us singing that on stage to a Welsh audience.
Personally, as a songwriter, I think what I'm most interested in and excited about being involved in Beyond the Marches is that it's given me the opportunity to explore a new set of stories and a new kind of set of traditions and culture that I don't think I would have been exposed to otherwise. So what I'm really looking for are kind of stories that inspire me to write a song, and it can be anything from sort of huge, big political issues, and at the same time something really small which focuses on one person. So I'm kind of really looking for those at the moment, and I found a couple of great things which are kind of getting the creative juices flowing.
Well, the singer-songwriters have been kind of writing tunes about similarities and differences between Wales and England and trying to find some common ground. But me and Patrick, we've been trying to find kind of similarities and maybe tunes that are kind of common both in England and Wales. And it was quite funny actually. On the first day, kind of, we sat down in this room and I said to Patrick, I'd really like to learn some Welsh tunes. And he was like, yeah, I'd like to learn some English tunes, which was good. And I was like, right, I'll play you a couple of tunes. And I sat down and started playing these two tunes that I learnt as English reels, a tune called The Dawn and another one called The Duke of Cornwall. And when I started playing the Duke of Cornwall's reel, Patrick goes, "Yep, I know that one. That's a tune that a massive session tune in Cardiff."
Which means the white chalk of the Morgan. But I'm pretty sure that it's a mistranslation from the white joke, because it's again it's another 6 bars, 10 bars.
We want it to be a creative project as well, not just finding things in the archives and doing historical enactments of them. We wanted to inspire the musicians, so we want them to share what they know already.
Because it has
Welsh, I mean,
well, it's Welsh, I mean,
yeah, that'd be wicked to do.
but it has the same thing. It's the 6 bars and 10 bars, and in the middle it's hey ho da da da, which is presumably from that dancing thing you were talking about.
Yeah,
And so it's been quite interesting. Like what we've also found is that there are tunes that we also know as different names. That are pretty much the same, but obviously played in Wales with a Welsh style and then played in England obviously with a very different style.
I haven't played it, fucking
So it's been quite interesting learning that we haven't actually found that many differences between stuff yet. Just goes to show that, you know, tunes travel around, like, well, really far, really. Yeah. So we found a song on the first day called Lord Randall, and the Lucy and David from England knew it as Lord Randall, and Elan and Georgia knew it as the Welsh title. And so we actually combined that together to make a kind of song that's encompasses both languages, which has been interesting.
So it's amazing that these two songs, which are quite well known in the two traditions, are actually the same song. Like, I had no idea, and I don't think the other musicians had an idea. But I have to thank Roy for drawing our attention to those links.
And we're going to be writing a lot of original songs. Certainly things along the way have sort of pricked the interest of different people. I think at the moment some of them are there trying to write a song about marsh goblins. Dave got really excited when he saw this coffee machine from a cafe in Port Talbot, and he wants to write a song about that. And just little things like that that are sort of snowballing into hopefully a nice creative thing that we'll have at the end of it.
Such a funny thing before. I have a sister Millie who played soccer for Cafe. There she started playing rugby.
Mae 'na dydna gynnu o'n cyfoes, but me and Archie have also been looking at sort of going into the old tune collections, finding some gems. So hopefully there'll be a chance to saw the fiddle in half a little bit.
What's that called?
So it's Gwyngalf Morgana, which is probably like the Glamorgan white joke.
Okay, so we sent the musicians out on a 3-day exploration of archives and libraries to try and find enough source material to hopefully inspire them creatively. And we've come to North Wales now for a 3-day residential where the artists are taking stock of all the material they've gathered, and they're working together as a whole ensemble and in small groups and sometimes on their own. And they're right now creating new material and coming together to rehearse and refine and put it together in preparation for 3 shows in Aberystwyth, Cardiff and London.
Yes, da ni yn hyn newydd Llanstymdwy rwan, ac mae jyst, dwi'n meddwl, mae fel lle ti'n gallu helpu bod yn greadigol yma. Ac, felly da ni wedi bod yn gweithio mewn grwpiau llai yn unigol a mewn un grŵp cyfoes a 6 yn ni efo'n gilydd. Ac yn addasu pethau da ni wedi darganfod ac yn adio pethau gwreiddiol fel unau geiriau gwreiddiol i alaw draddodiadol neu geiriau o gan draddodiadol i alaw gwreiddiol a jyst wneud pethau hollol wreiddiol hefyd. Dwi a Georgia wedi bod yn gweithio ar eiriau ar gyfer alaw nath ni glywed gan Robin yw Bowen ddoe o'r enw Breuddwyd Dafydd Wyn oedd o? Rhys, Breuddwyd Dafydd Rhys, ia. O'n i wedi clywed o blaen, a Georgia wedi clywed o blaen, ac nath ni just waw, sbio ar y gilydd pan fath a chwarae ar y delyn, a da ni'n gorau neud rhywbeth efo hwnna, felly oedden ni'n gallu ffeindio geiriau ddi, felly da ni wedi sgwennu geiriau rwan, a da ni'n mynd i fynd, wel, just rhoi be da ni wedi wneud i'r hogia a gweld beth ein mateb nhw iddo fo yn gerddorol. Da ni'n meddwl, bendant ffidil a rhywbeth fel droni o dan nhw i gyd. Ie.
Da ni wedi bod yn weithgar iawn heddiw. Oedden ni wedi sgwennu dipyn o syniadau ddoe tra oedden ni yn y llyfrgell. Ac yna gymaint o bethau gymryd fewn. Oedden ni ddim cweit yn gwybod beth oedd yn mynd i sipio lawr ac actually cyrraedd y dudalen bob tai. Ond oedden ni gyd mynd off mewn grŵps. Mae wedi bod yn ddwrnod cyffroes.
So early one morning at the break of the day, the cockswain was throbbing and the farmer did say, "Rise, you young fellows, rise up off the wheel, for your horses want something their bellies to fill."
Falle pan o'n i'n trio dychmygu'r prosiect, o'n i'n trio dychmygu, wel, ti'n meddwl beth ydy logistics, sut da ni'n mynd i fynd o'r Cymraeg i'r Saesneg, a sut da ni'n mynd i esbonio'n hunaniaeth ni yn iawn, ac yn ei siŵr bod ni'n representio y ddau beth mor gwahanol yn iawn. Ond mae jyst wedi bod yn hawdd rhywsut, mae yna rhyw llunyn, mae yna rhyw gyfeillgarwch sydd jyst wedi glynu y ddau ochr yn hawdd at ei gilydd. A nawr, ni'n teimlo fel grŵp. A mae yna deimlad na, so diwrnod da.
You've just caught me fresh after a really exciting song that came together. Patrick was singing this beautiful Welsh Romany gypsy song, and then David just brought in some harmonium things, and we were all like, ooh, oh, cheeky, like it. And eventually Pat just kind of dropped out all of these gorgeous kind of really crunchy harmonies from the Romany song, and brought it down to kind of these simple harmonics, and then
a fwy o sydyn nath y gan ma just sort of esblygu yn naturiol allan o'r gan oedd o'n chwarae, ag nathon ni just cario ymlaen a
it was weird. It was like we were all in sync. The girls all suddenly went, oh, it's a night visiting song, oh my god. And so we'd found in our research that there are English and Welsh songs that are perfect translations of each other. So we've sort of sandwiched them together with a beautiful chorus that David wrote as he was just vamping away on the harmonium. And it feels really... This group of people, you could never have expected it, but we gel and the music comes so easily. There's no egos, we just sing. It's so wonderful to be able to sing. I mean, we've got five singers here, and the breadth of harmony that can create is wonderful. And it's just all, it's nuts, it's wonderful. I'm so excited.
Do'n ni'n nabod Elan, o Lucy a David yn nabod I gilydd, ond mae o'n grŵp sy'n just yn hawdd, a dyn ni just I istedd yn gilydd am oriau, a mae'r caneuon yma just yn ymddangos.
Yeah. The wind is blowing. Like, in fact, this doesn't necessarily suggest that it's this one that does, doesn't it? When she's like, yeah, my husband's off at sea, so...
Okay, so you are doing the off at sea bit, or you're not?
Well, we could.
You know...
But this is more in fitting with yours.
Yes,
okay. Because we're just saying the wind blows from the west.
You know, we could just have your verse, the English verse, twice.
No, I'm trying to...
Considering that we've never worked together as a group before, and lots of people in the group actually have never even met, never mind kind of worked together musically, it's come together in a really inspiring way, actually. There's something about those six kind of voices and kind of creatives around one table, which just seems to work, which is a really rare thing. I'm feeling very, very lucky at the moment to be included in that group and to feel part of something which feels like it's really working.
Mae wedi troi fewn I prosiect lot mwy creadigol sy'n neis. Dwi'n edrych ymlaen, dwi ddim rili'n cael lot o gyfle I fod yn rhan o rhywbeth fel yma, so mae'n neis I fi.
Erwydd, ti'n meddwl, natur y pyncio gwleidyddol sy'n cael ei drafod ar hyn o bryd. Mae cael prosiect lle mae'r Cymru a'r Saeson yn cydweithio ac yn sôn am ddiwylliant. Ac mewn rhai enghreifftiau yn sôn am bynciau eitha anodd, eitha antagonistig mewn ffordd, achos mae fe'n berthynas cymleth, fel dyn ni gyd yn gwybod, y berthynas Dros y Ffin yma. Just yn y bôn, yn grŵp o bobl, dau wlad, dwy iaith, just yn rhannu syniadau. So, dwi'n mynd gweld pam fysa yna unrhyw ymateb negatif, a dwi'n meddwl bod y gerddoriaeth yn dda. So, dyna di'r peth bwysig.
Well, this project just wouldn't have been possible without the funding from PRSF, the Beyond the Borders Fund, and also match funding from the Arts Council of Wales. Without their financial support, we just wouldn't have been able to do this. But it's a really exciting opportunity, not only to bring these musicians together, to work together and collaborate, but also for Trac and Ffin to work together.
Elunid's comments at the Folk Awards, Murdered Evans daughter, she put out a bit of a carrion call for an online archive of our project and organisations working together. I think it's bringing a focus to traditional Welsh music at a really important time.
Mae'n fraint cael cynnig neu rhywbeth fel hyn, really, ag just, bod yn rhan o ryw fyd dydw i ddim rili'n rhan o, y byd gwerin yn Lloegr. Mae'n fyd enfawr a mor, anghyfarwydd hollol i fi, really. So mae'n biti just dod o'i ben, mor sydyn, wythnos ar ôl dod at ei gilydd, felly, swn i'n licio o barhau, da.
I think projects like this are really important because for myself personally, for my personal development as a young artist, it's incredibly humbling to get a chance to kind of explore and have the freedom to kind of write with new people and explore new subjects. And I think only by investing in young people do you inspire future generations. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but it really is true.
Hopes for the future. Well, we've also got for the commitment to the project for all the artists and Eftes and Trac are the 3 shows that are currently in the book. Will be guided by the artists at the conclusion of that. If they would like to work together or expand or potentially record or do future shows, then we will support them in that endeavour and help that happen if that's what they want to do.
That is essentially the end of this project, but I've got a funny feeling by the enthusiasm of the musicians that it might not just end there. I think there's some talk of hopefully recording an album perhaps and touring later on in the year. Who knows? But all this is kind of like extra to what we've put together, and I'm really excited by that. If other things, if this can create other things and excite these musicians to come back to the libraries and museums, then I'll be a very happy project officer. Could you all give a warm welcome to Dros y Ffin, Beyond Borders?